Hi, my name is Sabrina and I'm going to be discussing recrystallization. Now, what is recrystallization used for? Recrystallization is a procedure where impurities are removed and where a pure result is the end product. The technique is important because it purifies non-volatile organic solids and it may be used to separate compounds. It is often a multi-step process and it only works when the correct solvent is used. And here I just put an understanding recrystallization photo, and it's talking about the steps, but I'm going to go into detail about those later in the PowerPoint. How recrystallization works. Recrystallization is ultimately forms a crystal lattice from an impure solid by following a crystallization process and dissolution. Recrystallization works best when the quantity of impurities is small, and the solution must be soluble at high temperatures and at low temperatures insoluble, and if it doesn't occur, then the crystals won't form. It is also a very effective way of getting a pure sample of a product. And how pure the product is can be told by the color, which is a clearer white color, and the result of the crystal depends on the cooling process and following the procedures very carefully. After cooling the product, the solubility of the product lowers and it is forced out of the solution. The slower the rate of cooling, the larger the crystals will be, and it is important to use the proper amount of solvent, but this is just a trial and error, so it's just like experimental. And lastly, how to conduct a recrystallization. So step 1, select a solvent and record the mass of solute. Then we're going to dissolve the solute in the solvent by adding boiling solvent to a beaker, and the beaker contains the impure substance. Continue to add solvent until the solute is dissolved, and once the solute is fully dissolved, a vacuum filtration can be performed to remove the insoluble impurities, but this must be done while the solution is still hot or warm. Then leave the solution to cool, and once cooled, the crystals will form, and vacuum filtrate to remove the excess solute, and in the end we're going to weigh the product. And I'm just going to go back, and this is just an example of the first steps, and then in this one it's just like an overview of the steps of recrystallization. So we go from impure solid, and then we're going to cool, crystals will form, filter, and then the purified end product. Thank you.